Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, August 8th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I align with love and love will carry us through. Oh my goodness, I have so much stuff coming up for this. I want to start with Lionsgate. People get really hyped on Lionsgate and I think Lionsgate has a level of coolness to it. So Lionsgate really didn't start before 08. And that makes sense, right? Like, that's really cool. One of the things that has always bothered me in regards to anything, really, is when, like, it's, clickbait things or trying to make something more, God, the word is eluding me. It was in here and it's just whoop. But salacious or, hype it up to the point that it's not actually accurate. So I think Lionsgate, as cool as it is, as a portal, an 8-8 portal, reminding us of the importance of love, reminding us to connect us to our heart, like almost a real Valentine's Day kind of thing, but like without all the, buy the chocolates, buy the cards, have to buy jewelry thing. It really is more about like, oh my gosh, remembering the power of love that we carry, remembering how much love is helping us move forward in any given day, right? So I like that about Lionsgate. A lot of the stuff that you read is simply not true or things that people have tried to connect to it, and it's really just not that. So if you are like me and you're not really into things that aren't necessarily true or not in alignment, then I suggest that's what you do with Lionsgate, is use it as a portal to remind you to move forward with your heart. As I say that, I realize I didn't even pull cards. And that is all about this new moon energy. Oh my gosh. So Joe is a huge fan of fish. It is his favorite man. He loves fish. I listen to fish all the time because he loves fish and he listens to fish all the time. This song that I recently discovered is actually by Trey Anastasio, who is like the lead vocalist and guitarist of Fish, called Drift While You're Sleeping. And I can't stop listening to it. In fact, it inspired the energy mantra. Love will carry us through. And I think this is such an important message at this time, at this day and age, with everything that's going on. We need to remember that it's going to be love that carries us through. Now, here's why it's so crazy, like so many of the lyrics, but I read the Sabian symbol to you yesterday. The Sabian symbol, the storm ended. All nature rejoices in brilliant sunshine. So that is the Sabian symbol, upside down book. That is the Sabian symbol for this new moon in Leo energy. And one of the lines in it is I think it's like, we sail through stormy weather and love will carry us through. There's so many good lines that I really feel like are so connected to this time. Another one is, so I guess I'm trying to say it without singing it because it sings it in my head. It appears that the good times turned out to be just a temporary reprieve from gravity. And it's just talking about like life gets hard. And truly, it is our connection. It's the love between all things in the universe that pulls us through. I so encourage you to listen to it and look up the lyrics. The beginning, there's like a first part of the song, and then there's a second part of the song. And the second part's really where it goes into the love pieces. That is, to me, the focus of this Lionsgate new moon, recognizing that where we are at in the world right now, all of us, with everything going on, it's not going to be, I'm right, you're wrong. It's not going to be that's going to actually pull us through, carry us through this energy. It will be our love. It will be our kindness. It will be our compassion. It will be the power of our love that does carry us through this. Now, it's also so interesting that with this new moon, there's not a lot of other stuff going on. Like, the new moon's not really connecting into anything else chart-wise. I'm like, did I look and see if there's any asteroid stuff coming in? Yeah, I mean, a little bit of Uranus stuff. Uranus is still connecting in. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it loose. That's what Uranus says. But there's not really so much. So it's really this focus on the sun and the moon together, moving past these storms, a beautiful rainbow coming out because love hath carried us through. So that is what we each and every single one of us, I feel, should, I'm not shooting on you, but should connect to in and through this new moon energy. What do you love and why on this planet? And how can you bring more of that forth in your life? How can you connect more to that light in your life? So important. But at the same time, we still have this yod going on. And the yod is definitely adding a little level of intensity. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I have seen so many people be like, well, this Lionsgate isn't turning out how I wanted it to be. Like, I can't tell you on Facebook and phone calls, because we have this idea of Lionsgate, it should be a party. And I think in times, maybe 888, it was a party, right? However, right now, where we're at, there's a lot of intensity going on. And that's definitely indicated in this yod energy that we have going on. So we have the yod focused on Mercury and Leo, which is reminding us, speak with love, think with love. And yet, it's connected to this intensity, Pluto energy. And Pluto is pushing us to step up into our authority. But as Pluto is calling us to step up into that authority, to step up into our power, we are seeing the light and we are seeing the darkness, and we may not even know which is which at times. That's that Neptune energy feeding in. The Neptune energy is feeding in is like, it's a mystery, it's a fog. And you know why? Because it doesn't matter what is right and what is wrong at this point.
The dark feels like the light, and the light feels like the
dark. Yeah, the dark can feel like the light, and the light can feel like the dark. Absolutely. But it is the concept of love, the thinking of love, the speaking of love. That is the focus, rather than trying. I mean, there is so much going on, right? It still is. And I think this is ongoing. I think this is going to be ongoing through America, United States, Pluto return. But all of us are being called to power. And that power is connected to love. So that, to me, is this calling with this Lionsgate, new moon, powerful energy. Step into your love. Recognize that it's powerful. Recognize that not everybody's going to be able to go there right now because a lot of people are caught up in a lot of the stuff. And maybe that's their path. Who knows? It's not about right or wrong. It is about connecting to the power of your heart, the power of your love. I always say as a Sagittarius is like, well, what's the truth of things? And as a Sagittarius, the only truth I have ever been able to land on is that love is. I think he says that actually in the song. Love is, and that's all there really is. So it's reconnecting to that energy and moving through this portal. Like I said, this yod feels like such an energy that is pulling us through this eye of the needle. And the eye of the needle is this Lionsgate portal, reminding us the only way through stormy weather is the love that will carry us through. So potent energy. And if you are going through the Pluto stuff, the Plutonic colonic, if shadows, if darkness, if pain, if challenges are rising up in and through this, I know that's hard. I've been there, and I mean, I would say last year may have been one of the hardest years of my life. Last year in Colorado may have been, after a series of challenging years, last year may have been the hardest year of my life. And it was the love that carried me through. And I encourage you to connect into that. So that being said, I guess I should mention some of the other things that are happening. We start off the day actually with the moon. The first connection last connection before the new moon energy is with Uranus. So it's like shaking out that which isn't love, shaking out with that which doesn't align with your values. Uranus, your love values, Uranus in Taurus energy. So we start off with that. There may be some last minute triggers. We are still dark of the moon, so that happens. And then through stormy weather, it's in my head. Then the moon aligns with Mercury in the evening. So it lines with that Yod, the new moon, fresh out of new moon energy, is like, here we are in Yod lands, and it's like the love will carry you through. So, oh, I love it. Matches me. I'm feeling very purpley right now. So, new vision. What is your vision? What is your vision of love? Oh my gosh, these cards are so good. Oh, so interesting. Card at the bottom. Be here now. Be here now. Holding the vision. Mariah Carey, I had a vision of love. Just popped into my head. Can you hold that in the here and now with everything that's going on? You should vaccinate yourself. You shouldn't vaccinate yourself. This, that, and the other. COVID. Kids homeschooled, not homeschooled. So much stuff. We're bombarded right now. Bombarded. And I really hold the position that nobody can tell anybody what's truly best for them. I believe in sovereignty. I believe in figuring out what is your right path through this. And so, what is your right path through this? Where is it that you arrive when love carries you through? How can you hold and move forward with that vision? Because when you do, oh my gosh, look at this card. Success. Wild success. Eye of the tiger. Holding on to love. Now, I do have the patience card. So it's not going to be like, I choose love, and suddenly we're going to be kumbayaing, and it's a small world after all. That's not how it works. And even if you and, all of you, or me and all of you, choose the path of love, we choose it in this moment, and we choose it again, and we choose it again, and we choose it again. And this is our path through. So we're going to have patience with ourselves, because there's going to be times where we don't move from that place. Final card I have is very interesting. The conditioning card, and I really feel like that's so connected to this Pluto energy, the Pluto in Capricorn energy. This isn't about the shoulds, even though I was like, you should do this. No, it's not about the shoulds. It's not about society. It's not about anybody else's energy. This is about recognizing your sovereignty. I love it because Leo, is the sign of royalty. And what is royalty but a sovereign, right? So connecting to your inner royalty, connecting to your king, your queen, your, queen or keen? So the sovereign, so connecting to that energy, recognizing your power and the power of love. Celine Dion, Spike her. I love Leo season because I usually get the most songs during Leo season. So I'm leaving that here. I didn't think this was going to be that long, but I had a lot to say about this. So you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. If you'd like to join us, I'm doing a patron new moon gathering on Zoom. That'll be 3 p.m. Central Time. But you have to join my Patreon group to join that. The link is below the video. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you. We are filled with love. This world is love. You have the power. It goes hand in hand. And stay curious. Namaste.